Hey, God bless guys. Inspiring Theology back with a news update. Before I jump into the topic I want to discuss, I just want to mention very briefly, although you could probably tell, I changed my name from Inspiring Grace to Inspiring Theology. The reason why I changed my YouTube channel name to Inspiring Theology is simply because that name best captures what this channel is dedicated to, which is preaching the Word of God and teaching the Word of God. Just one quick word before I jump into the news topic. This is a Christian channel, and I will be speaking from a Christian worldview. So if you disagree with anything or everything I say, please do not be disrespectful about it. Please don't comment hateful, bigoted, close-minded, insulting comments in the comment section below. Let's keep things civil and let's keep an open mind to what I have to say. And of course, I will be talking about homosexuality being passed as a federal law. I repeat, I will be talking about homosexuality being passed as a federal law. Now, what this means is basically that gay couples can get married anywhere in the United States in all of the 50 states. Now, as a Christian, I am rightfully uncomfortable and in complete disagreement with the Supreme Court's decision to pass homosexuality as a federal law. The Bible clearly condemns homosexuality and makes it clear that homosexuality is a sin. But that's not really what I want to focus on in this video. What I want to focus on is on the fact that homosexuality being passed as supreme law of the land is not really a bad thing. I repeat, homosexuality being passed as law of the land is not really a bad thing. Why am I saying this? If I'm Christian, why am I saying this? Well, I'm saying this mainly because the Bible talks about how certain things have to come to pass in order for us to perceive and understand that Jesus Christ is coming. And homosexuality, being the supreme law of the land, is just one of those things that tell us that Jesus Christ is soon to come. This is why Christians should not overreact. This is why Christians should not worry. This is why Christians shouldn't really get anger at all that now gay couples can get married anywhere within the United States. Why? Because this recent news that homosexuality is now law of the land will actually work out God's will, because God is sovereign. Everything works out for God's will. So if you think about it, and this goes for my Christian viewers, if you're resisting this change, if you're worried about this change, you're actually taking the wrong attitude. Why? Because this needs to happen for what? For God's will to be worked out. Remember, God is sovereign, and anything and everything that happens, while not immediately recognized as good, while it may not be necessarily good in itself, it works out for God's will. It's like if God predetermines the Titanic to sink, it doesn't matter how much we try, all our efforts will be futile. The Titanic will inevitably sink if that is what God so determines. And as much as we struggle and as much as we try to resist, our effort is futile at the end of the day, because it would be like us rearranging the chairs in the Titanic, knowing that no matter what we do, the Titanic is still going to sink no matter what we do. So Christians in particular, don't be stressed out, don't feel sad, don't feel angered. This will work out for God's will. This is actually a good thing for several reasons. One I already mentioned is because it will work out for God's good, for God's ultimate and masterful plan. And two, also because this also tells us that God is soon to come. This is just more telling that we are truly living in the end times. We are truly living in the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, because gay marriage is now the law of the land. And I can understand some of people's concerns particularly that their children will be growing up to this environment where they'll see gay couples hand in hand in the street walking down, and that in the long run might actually influence them more to become gay. But that's just something we have to go through as Christians. And I just want to say one more word before wrapping up here, is that being that gay marriage now the law of the land, we should expect more coming persecution from behalf of the government, from behalf of people. Let us remember that Satan time is short, which is why he's descended with great wrath, especially against those who profess Christ and serve him in spirit and in truth. So I'll leave all my Christian viewers with one more word. Stand strong in God. Keep praying, and let us use this opportunity as a way to love our neighbors even more than what we were doing. Let us use this opportunity not to express bigotry, not to condemn others, not to quarrel and fight and whatnot, but to love our neighbor. Now, I'm not saying to agree with homosexuality, because homosexuality is definitely wrong. I'm just saying to be sensitive about this and to rejoice because everything works out for God's plan. That's all I really wanted to cover in this news topic. Homosexuality is not the supreme law of the land. Whoop-de-doo, that's not that big of a deal. As always, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos from my behalf. I have a upcoming biblical teaching as well as a upcoming sermon video where I'll be talking about that in God there are no such things as dead ends. And I repeat once more to wrap up the video, do not be worried, do not fret. This recent law will work out for the good of Christians, will work out to advance God's plan. Thank you guys for watching. As always, this is Inspiring Theology. God bless.